Hello, arty friends. I went to David's and they really loaded me up this time. So I'm going to show you guys what I bought. I'm also going to show you the samples that they sent home with me. We're going to start with the things I bought because it is a shorter list, although still pretty pricey. So for years, I have flirted with the idea of buying an Etchr Slate or a Slate Mini, one of their portable travel drawing and art systems. Once upon a time, they even reached out to me way back when I was doing the blog and asked if I would like to review one, but then they never got back to me. So I kind of waited and waited and waited, not necessarily for them to get back to me, but you know, just kind of waited. And finally I purchased one and I bought it at David's, and I can check how much. They're pricey. That's one of the reasons I waited. They are, y'all ready for this, $139. So this thing better be built for tough. It does feel like it has like plasticized fabric, plasticized seams, because if we're going to be hauling this thing around and putting in wear and tear, it needs to hold up. This needs to last 10 plus years. So here is they have a quick guide. Do I have a pair of scissors? I do. Today has been recording day. Unfortunately, I have things just kind of hoarded around me. So, crafted for the artist, carry for creatives, built to carry your art gear wherever you may roam. The Etchr Slate range is an expandable, weatherproof art system designed to adapt to your creative needs. Designed in Melbourne, Australia. And then we flip it over. It is weatherproof, so you guys can see it. We should be able to dunk it, and it should be decently okay. Modular tool management. Every artist works differently, so the Slate range is designed to adapt to your workflow. Nice! I do wish they would explain, and we'll talk about this a little bit more, what some of these things are actually meant to do. So these, and we'll see this in a minute, these are little square elastic things. If you're familiar with, there's another system of management typically aimed at more techie people, and it's got like the overlapping elastic straps. I had one. That would be so good in this right now. Don't know where that went. Story of my life. But it reminds me of that. So they have this like fabric interior, which we'll see in a minute, and they've got these repositional little Velcro things that you can strap things in. So like you could strap your tablet in, you could strap a sketchbook in, etc. And then they have elasticized hooks that you could, not hooks, loops that you can put your art supplies in. So it also has a tripod mode, which means you can screw it onto a tripod and do plein air sketching. So you don't need a table for that. Or obviously you can do it seated, and it has a carry strap, and it's meant to kind of leverage against your body so you can sketch or paint while you're standing or sitting if you don't have any kind of a workspace. And that's what made me originally interested in this. The first time I went to Japan, I was doing a lot of just out in the open sketching, which is considered kind of unusual. And it was just a lot to juggle. It was tiring. I have made other out of the country trips where I wanted to do plein air or like open air watercolor, and I was juggling everything in my hands, and it was just really challenging for me to do that. Just do not have that dexterity. I am not Weird Explorer. So I wanted something that I could kind of leverage against my body, and it would provide the support I needed. So and it has like a plate in there to kind of help with that. Oh, you can actually free this thing from its earthly confines. And then we got pockets, and we all need to have pockets. And then we have graphics. I guess things that say what could be in here. So I have tried a bunch of different travel, or like a bunch of different travel art solutions, and some are better than others, some are easier than others. I kind of believe in, like, I have a pink La Hit bag, which can either be like a fanny pack or it can be like a crossbody bag. And the last time I went to Japan, that thing, I ended up using that. I bought it while I was there because I needed a better solution, and it worked so well. So maybe a combo of that and this, if we were out on a long trip and I wanted to do a lot of painting and sketching, could be a good option. Because like when you have to carry your purse, purse stuff takes up space and drawing stuff takes up space, and they don't always mix so well together. Now apparently this color is dark like my soul. As a former goth kid, I can appreciate that. I just call it not going to show when it gets dirty gray. So there is the zippy zip to access the back plate, and it's a fairly sturdy, it seems like it's reinforced plastic plate with our little tripod mount. So that's cool. We have multiple orientations for the strap. We have a reinforced little hand strap here. It is a very little hand strap here. We have a front pocket. It is lined and it has a fairly soft fabric, so it's probably meant for your phone. Everything has the plasticized zips that are supposed to be more waterproof, like that. We have a Velcro front pocket, also lined, probably for your tablets. And then, let me move this. The piece de resistance. We'll open it. It has 2 zips. And it opens landscape style, so very wide. Probably can't even see all of it wide. So we have our strap. The strap is padded. The padding is removable like that. I actually really like that because as a purse carrier, having the straps of my purse dig into my shoulders gives me a migraine, and I really appreciate, not well, tension headache probably, really appreciate that. So this side is like that nubby fabric. These are the repositionable corner holders. It doesn't look like it holds a super big sketchbook, like a 9x12 sketchbook would be a little bit big for this. I think it's really meant for like moleskins or travel sketchbooks. The Stillman and Burns might just fit because we also have the loops. The loops are super tight. If you have a grippy grip on your pencil like I do, can you even get it in? Not there, you can't. Can you even get it in? Yes, you can. Okay. What about one of these? Oh no. No, it is too tight. And I mean, over the years, it would loosen up. But you know, if you have to be in a hurry for whatever reason, and often when you're drawing outside on the go, the weather can shift on you really quickly. Or your group might be leaving you behind. So these being a little bit looser would probably be very helpful. And these can be repositioned. You could have just 2. You can have multiples. I know they also showed using your phone. I have here a small tablet. All right, so my camera conked out on me. I don't know where. I will do my best. So you have a zipper pocket over on this side, and it seems like it is totally removable. It does take a little more finagling. I don't want to remove it totally, but you could. And then you have the same kind of thing over here. You have more space actually over here. This would be the side I think I would do. So I'm right-handed. Yeah, this would be the side I would do the sketchbook or the watercolor book. And this would be the side where I'd have my supplies. You have more of the little Velcro things. And you have this, which I'm sure you could use it to loop in something. I'm just not as smart as you guys are, so I don't know yet. And then obviously you can buy more of these things. And then you also have a little clippity clip that you guys can't see. And also we got black on black, so you can't see anyway. Not sure what this is meant to do, except maybe keep your, oh, you could probably do it like this. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. We're gonna travel with this, I promise. And I'll do some updates with you guys. I'll take this with me to like the botanical garden and we'll really play around with it. Or to the hospital and we'll really play around with it. And I think you can snap it and then use that as an easel. So that is actually pretty cool. There isn't, in the mini, there isn't as much room in my opinion for art supplies. Like, I like pockets. I don't like loops. So, and I would love to see more room to expand this thing. Like add in pouches, but we're gonna head to their website and see what they have. David's did not have the bigger version of this, which is what I was, maybe you can't remove that fully. Maybe you can just mostly move it out of the way. You could probably pin things to this. It's just a mesh, so it's not super duper sturdy. It's not even like, it might be a sport grade mesh. So then we have our strap, and you could loop it like this. You could loop it crossbody. You could loop it at the top. So I like that kind of flexibility because I am a picky person and I like being able to dial things in just so. These have little grippies, little, not paracord, but you know what I mean, to make it a little easier to shut. And that's basically it. I would have liked to have seen more pockets. I have, shoot, I don't remember what brand the bag is. Give me a sec. All right, I have a Tumi bag that we bought off of Slick Deals on sale a while back because this is also supposed to be like, this is more meant for outdooring, but it's meant to be like a travel bag. And this, I wish this could fit into this. I know it's an unreasonable expectation, but because I like aspects of both of them, but neither by themselves really seem to be like the solution, you know? So what I like about this is we have lots of pockets, including hidden pockets. Love me some hidden pockets. Maybe this thing has hidden pockets that I haven't discovered yet. But what I don't love about the Tumi bag is that while it's not as big as some of their other bags, it is big for wanting to do plein air stuff. And I always feel the need to overpack it. And then I am kind of struggling with all the stuff that I brought. And that's a me problem. Now, I recently bought this. I'm not going to reassemble it because I have a hard time getting it apart and I need to fill it. This is a mini watercolor kit. I got it from AliExpress. So I think this plus this, and then I need to decide on a decent watercolor sketchbook to go with me or other watercolor accoutrement. I think those are kind of a good combination together, considering I want to use this for plein air stuff, and I'm trying not to overpack. I was hoping the Slate mini guide would have, they do say for in-depth info, go to etchrlabs.com/pages/support. So I guess we'll do that right now. Pulled up the Etchr website. I have reviewed a few Etchr products in the past. One of the things that I don't really love about Etchr is they seem to white label, but we want to look at their carry range because that's what we're looking at today. And this was designed by Darren Yao. So they have like the big ones. The big one was what I originally thought I wanted, but this thing is really big and I am not very big. So this would have been just, let's take a look at it anyway. I don't know if it comes with the easel or what, but you guys can see it's meant for like standing drawing, which was very appealing to me. Does it come with an easel? I cannot tell if it comes with an easel. I don't know. Oh no, tripod suggestions. Okay, they use Manfrotto, which is pretty popular. And I have like a million little bitty short tripods. I don't have too many tall boys, but I'm kind of hoping mostly to use it in the standing position. Then we have the regular Slate satchel. Same kind of photos. Looks a lot like the Slate Mini I got. I'm kind of thinking the Slate Mini is a better fit for me for traveling though, because again, this immense desire to pack all of the things when there is no reason to pack all of the things. But you can see they're kind of a hefty commitment, which is one of the reasons I'd put off getting one for literally like 5 years. And then this is what I got. So the price I paid at David's was pretty fair. Seems great, but hard to use. Oh no. Hard to fit in everything I'd want to sketch outside with watercolor. No place to place water and paint in a satisfying way. I mean, yeah, but they do sell things for that. I mean, I got really used to, so Superior makes this collapsible paint bucket that also has the paints in the, we talked about it. I'll link it in the description. I really like that thing too. You could put that in this. I mean, can you stand and do that with this? No, but you could stand and do that with this. So, you know, you can't expect the bag to solve all the problems. Find it rather unstable when using it as an easel. Well, I'm not going to use it as an easel because, yeah. So that, I mean, I appreciate the review. I'm not like dissing the review. I'm just making sure that there's nothing wrong with this that I couldn't solve for my own needs. In the end, I need to bring another bag as well to make it work, which kind of defeats the purpose. That's my problem in general with all the other bags I've reviewed too. So after using it a couple times the first month, I switched back to my backpack. I do not want to be bringing, actually what will probably happen if I were really doing travel painting is I'd probably bring a backpack and then also bring this, but I kind of figured that because what I wanted for this is that ability to prop it against your body and draw. So some people seem to enjoy it, but for me it doesn't work. And now it only serves as decoration for my wardrobe. Oh man, Max, that's me with so many things. So I feel ya. I do. I get it. And then they have the art satchel component set for $52. 52 doll hairs. And why is this $52 for real, Etchr? Why is this? This is maybe $25. Why is this $52? Are these removable? Did I miss the memo that these are repositionable? I mean, in my bag, obviously not in theirs. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love adding on stuff. I don't need to carry more stuff though. Oh, and that's for your tripod, but that's for the satchel, not for mine. But most of these things would kind of work with what I already have. I'm not buying this though. Okay, it's the field kit. 71 bucks. Y'all. Who dog? I mean, it's waterproof and that's cool, but like, couldn't we go to Academy Sports and find something similar? Because otherwise it's pretty much like a lot of the everyday carry bags that you can find, especially the Japanese everyday carry bags. Like, that's a lot of money. And that's basically it. Like, they don't sell extra straps. It doesn't seem like, obviously they sell other things, right? Like, but I think the Etchr line, the carry range came first, and then they started adding extra things. So what is the other thing I bought while I was at David's? Do you like how I do that? Just rip it off. I'm gonna have so much mess to clean up. We have a couple tubes of Qor Watercolor. And I literally just went through my Qor Watercolors looking to see if I had these two colors, and I did not. We have Ardois Gray, which is this kind of almost a greenish granulating gray. And then we have Titan Buff, which on the swatch here does not look very, okay, so, when Daniel Smith makes Buff Titanium. I have that in my palette. You guys have seen me use it. I think of that as zombie skin color. I do use it, but it is really grayish. It's like a grayish white. The pictures and the videos I saw of Titan Buff, yes, make it more of like an eggshell white, which is what I wanted. Yes, ha! Y'all don't even know. I went looking for like eggshell white or like off-white or antique white gouache. Not acrylic gouache, they do make that, but just gouache that I could use to add rim lighting on darker skin tones, and I could not find it. This will hopefully serve that purpose. Yes, excited about that. All right. I mean, you know, I did check the swatches, but it is so easy for me to see something online and not realize that the person editing it really color graded it. And I am guilty of the same, so I am not criticizing and expect one thing. And sometimes when it comes to traditional media art and art supplies, if a swatch has been digitized, it can be hard to get a real idea of what the color looks like until you see it in person. So even though I'd referenced like 3 different types of swatches and watched a video from Qor about this color, I still, while I was like 90% sure it'd be the right color, I was still like, oh, I don't know. So that is relief. Now, let's talk about samples, because at David's, they know I review art supplies and they know I teach, and sometimes they will load me up with goodies. So I have a mini pack of Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Inside this mini pack, you're going to have the cold press, the hot press, and the 300-pound cold press. I am a sucker for a square format. Am I going to swatch on this today? No, because I want to use this paper, but I have reviewed Fluid 100 watercolor paper here on the channel. I'll try to remember to link that for you guys if you guys are interested. This is going to go in my travel watercolor kit that I am now putting together, because this is also a good size, and I could just, yes. They also loaded me down with a bunch of, a bunch of samples. So we're going to take a look at the pencil samples first. So we have a Goldfaber Aqua watercolor pencil. I have reviewed Goldfaber here on the channel, both the color pencils and the watercolor pencils years ago when I did that hands-on creativity thing. So 3.3 millimeter lead, soft, vibrant color laydown, fully water soluble, excellent light fastness because they're using India ink. Very similar to the Albrecht Dürer line, but that would make it have better light fastness. Break resistance due to SV bonding, available in single pencils and in tins of 12, 24, 36, and 48. So this would be this is their student grade line. Same thing, this is their color pencil. This is the student grade version of their Polychromos. For full transparency, I prefer the Albrecht Dürer and the Polychromos to the Goldfaber line. But as a student grade product, they are going to be cheaper, and not everyone is looking to spend professional grade money for something that might just be a hobby or like a passing interest. So pretty similar to the other one. Oil-based pencils, and then also available in single pencils and in tins of 12, 24, 36, and 48. And they have 48 brilliant colors, and you can find these all kinds of places. But you should, if you're in Louisiana, in the Metairie area, you should give David your money because they're really nice and they have a huge selection, and I always find something new there. And no, they're not paying me to say this. I just want them to survive and thrive. I've been going there since I was 14. So next we have the Caran d'Ache Genevieve pastel pencils. This is a sample, not for sale. So we have a timeline. I, as y'all probably know, really like their Museum Aquarelle watercolor pencil line. They are some of the nicest and most expensive watercolor pencils that I have ever tried. And I buy them in person at David's because I can get them open stock. And that's the only way I can afford to amass a hoard of them, is to do it a little by a little by a little. And this has a 4.7. So this is as big as that lead. It's a pastel pencil. 4.7 millimeter lead with a strong point. Premium FSC certified cedar wood. Hey, did y'all know that volume 2 is also FSC certified? We went to a lot of effort to get it printed in the US from a small printer with FSC wood. The only thing I regret is we could not find at the time a Louisiana-based printer to do it. We went with somebody out of Chicago. It is available in 84 colors. It is also available in 4 assortments of 12, 20, 40, and 78, as well as individually. Sadly, I am not a big pastel person. That's it's a texture issue for me. But I'm gonna set it aside because you never know when you're gonna need something like that for a project, or when you might want to pass it on to a student. Next, we have the Mars Lumograph Aquarelle. Ah, yes, it's water soluble. Graphite, yes. And it's in 4B, and that's great because I love the softer leads. Mwah! Thank you! The Mars Lumograph Aquarelle is particularly suitable for classical watercolor drawings and sketches, for adding water to create a wide range of gray and black tones. we have multiple languages on here, so I have to find it. For a particularly strong application of color, Lumograph Aquarelle can also be used directly on damp paper. So that's how you're going to get those like blacks. The Mars Lumograph Aquarelle looks best on special watercolor paper. Color transitions stand out, and you can easily use water to enhance your drawing. Yeah. Then we have the Caran d'Ache Neo Color 1 and Neo Color 2. And there are two. Woo! So we have a Neo Color 1 and we have a Neo Color 2. Neo Color 1 is not water soluble. Neo Color 2 is water soluble. I may have to keep the packaging until I have a chance to play with these. So beginning with the Neo Color 1, it's available in 50 colors. Water-resistant wax pastel, soft, very economical thanks to their exceptional color covering power, excellent light fastness. And then they've got some techniques like you can use on paper, wood, paper, cardboard, glass, wood, leather, fabric, stone. It's soluble in turpentine. It is encaustic, which means it will melt. It's a wax based on hot metal. It can be combined with Neo Color 2. And there are 50 colors available. And then for Neo Color 2, it is a water-soluble wax pastel, soft, strong, bright colors, very economical, blah, blah, same. Dry or wet drawing on all materials, watercolor effects, washes, scraping out, suitable for use on illuminated. Does that mean on light up? Signs and or do they mean illuminated? Like illuminated manuscripts, where illuminated meant illustrated at the time. Signs and panels can be combined with water-resistant Neo Color 1. Ooh, that would be fun to do. And they're already suggesting it kind of here. A wax resist, and especially because we've got ketchup and mustard colors. We got two very different colors. That could be fun. Then let's move on to... So we have a small palette of Qor watercolors. You guys have seen me talk about these before. I actually really like these mini palettes. I love when, dear Qor, if you ever want to sponsor one of my classes again, please send me a bunch of these. You don't have to pay. Just send me a bunch of these. I use your watercolors anyway. These are so, or make these available to purchase in bulk because these are so good for class use. They are so good. So good. I don't want to open it, but I will open it for you guys. So I think this is the bright color set, I believe, but I like their traditional color set. It's very, very simple, but that is okay by me. So you have a plastic coated side over here with waxed paper. And what are you? Are you the basic color set? We have Benzomeldazone yellow, permanent green light, manganese blue, quin red, Mars orange deep, and indanthrone blue. Depending on what you want to paint, this could be a mixing set. But I have one of, or in the past, when I lived in Nashville and Plaza was helping me with a lot of my classes and I taught for Plaza, they gave me a bunch of the original ones, and those are just easier mixing colors. Please, Qor, consider selling those in bulk to teachers. Don't make me have to get a teacher's ID or something because I'm a gig teacher. Anyway, I love these little these little testers. Also, a reason to consider sending me these is because my students are going to get them and then they're going to go out and buy these watercolors. Something else I like about these is they come with a little bit of paper. I think originally it wasn't the branded paper. Now it is the branded paper, but I think it's on the back of the paper. Please be classy, Qor. Let it be on the back of the paper. And then it comes with, we've seen this when I did the granulating watercolors, just all the colors that they have. So I really like these little sample sets as a teacher because it makes class prep so much easier. It saves me so much time and resources and effort. And then I don't have to like clean any of the, I don't have to clean the palettes out after. I'm not wasting paint down the drain. So please, Qor, either send me some or sell me some because I am good with either. But really like these little sample sets. Could you tell? They also gave me a sample of the Qor cold press ground. I tried using this in a video to correct mistakes because I thought you could maybe use it. Like Jerry's used to have this Creative Mark watercolor correctional fluid. Mine dried up, so I don't have it, but you bought it based on the paper you were using, because different papers have kind of different temperatures. Did not work that way. So we should try this on wood or something else that isn't necessarily receptive to watercolor to see how it might work. And I did tell her that I still had a sample, and she was like, well, here, have another. So I appreciate that. I guess she's hoping I'll fall in love with it and be able to talk about it and use it a lot on the channel. She doesn't realize I'm a coward and I mostly want to just paint on watercolor paper, I think, but I still appreciate it. So then we have our acrylics, and we have Liquitex soft body acrylic. And man, some of these samples are just so nice. You know, like you get so much. Different brands do different, oh my gosh. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? These are nice. Wow. These are nice. Wow. I'm not going to pop it, but they don't want it leaking, and I appreciate that. These are kind of cool. I'm not a big acrylics person, but I say that, and then I do like acrylic projects at Christmas every dang year. Wow, I love these. They're so cute. I know that's not why. And you get Naphthol Crimson and Phthalocyanine Blue Green shade. Oh, these are going to mix brown. I was hoping we might get a cool red and a warm blue, so we could get a purple and get like a really nice third shade. But these are so cute. So cute. And then we also have the Holbein Trial 3 Colors acrylics. And while I like Holbein a lot, I've never really used their acrylics. And I love that this might be the same thing they're giving out in Japan too, because there's a lot of Japanese on here. I love that they didn't American it down. And these are heavy body. So Artist Acrylic Polymer Emulsion Colors. So acrylic colors. Holbein's new acrylic range is a high-quality, heavy-body artist acrylic specifically designed to add more luster and brilliance to your paintings. With a 114-year history of producing the finest artist-grade color available, Holbein is immensely proud of their latest accomplishment, a completely re-engineered artist acrylic which will undoubtedly deliver more color vigor and improved light-fast ratings. Utilizing the best traditional inorganic pigments as well as the latest and most up-to-date organic pigments, the new Holbein Artist Acrylic range affords the user seamless and effortless mixing and thinning, superior, smooth, and vivid in every way. The new Holbein Artist Acrylic range is certain to meet and surpass the demands of the modern artist, whether painting small or large, opaque or transparent. And there are 113 carefully detailed colors. So I am sure many of you would like to see me swatch these. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that today. My videos tend to run so long, and I'm trying not to have just hour-plus videos. So that was my David's Art Center haul. If you live in Louisiana, you ought to make the trek over to David's. I think you'll be impressed. You'll definitely find it worth your time and effort. And if you live in Metairie, I don't think you have any excuse not to be going to David's. They are better priced than Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and they have such a wide selection. And the staff over there is super nice and super helpful. I like going just for the good smells, but I always end up spending money too. So, all right, y'all, that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my haul and then my freebies with me. Keep an eye out because you know things are going to reappear here on the channel. You know I am going to be using some things and talking about some things, and they're going to get their own reviews. And some of these things are going to make little guest appearances here and there. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope I'll see you guys again soon. Hey, maybe we'll even see each other over at David's. Bye, guys!